house sitting long enough, eventually you start styling their shelves. It's the polite thing to do. That and take out the garbage. 2 things. Full disclosure, not my shelves. They're not mine. I don't even have shelves at my place. So yeah, when I get to some shelves, I will style them. And then I will return them back exactly as they were because, again, not my shelves. So yeah, stick with me and let's see how these turn out. Okay, so you'll see there's a lot of these. These lovely origami animals, and they were actually a pandemic project for them. They had them everywhere, all over the place. They're kind of awesome. I will link some ones I found actually on Amazon below if you're digging a little craft time. So yeah, this was a pandemic project that they did, and I've lost count how many they have. So we're definitely incorporating these, although I saw some downstairs that I wanted to use. So, we'll see which ones I use. So a quick little hint, if you've got things that kind of overhang, you don't want to put them near the floor where people are walking because you're going to trip, because I tripped, so I'm assuming everybody trips. So I'm actually going to move these down here, which are out of the way, because there's a table here, so it's not a huge traffic area. So yeah, that's a little tip. Okay, now let's speed it up. Okay, when the hair is up and the sweater's off, business is to be had. So I'm just going to kind of start decorating. I didn't take off these books because I think most of them will probably stay there, and I just didn't want to have them be in a big pile. And I've already moved the photo albums over there, so they're tucked out of the way. So we're going to start with the styling. That's right, the styling. Let's begin. Okay, so I went and pilfered some bunnies because I think they're super cute, and I think I'm going to go with the whole fox and bunny thing. You'll notice here that there is just kind of a big black column with the TV and the fireplace and their lovely accessory of the hummingbird. So we're going to keep those exactly, but then we're going to start balancing them out on each side, so it just doesn't look like a big black column. So yeah, here we go. Oh, also another thing to be polite to where you're house sitting, give the shelves a nice little dusting. That's right, just dust them. It's just polite. I don't know where I put my dusting cloth. I gotta go find it. Found my dusting cloth. I cracked myself up. I don't know how to make this taller. Hang on. See if I can make this taller. Let's back it up a bit. Okay, maybe we don't have to crouch now. So they have some amazing things. So I'm hoping to showcase them all. Right, I know a lot of people are like, oh, just showcase one. No, we're showcasing all of them because they have amazing things, as I just said. So on we go, on we go, on we go. see, as I'm doing this, I'm trying to balance. What we're looking for is a balance. Even if there's a mixture of everything, there's always a way to balance them. So that's what we're aiming for, and that's what we're doing. Oh yeah. And let's look at this. Look at this. It's awesome. I think when you wind it up, the little things, it's just awesome. And the thing is, they're not that quite random either. They're actually like collections of things. There's a collection of these. There was a collection of some dogs. Again, a collection of the origami animals. Again, amazing. So yeah, there are collections. So my inclination is actually to keep those collections together just to make a bigger impact. I think when they're kind of scattered about and not with each other, it's kind of scattered about. And it doesn't make quite the impact that I think we want these to make. So keep that in mind when you're doing yours. We like collections. You know what? I'm going to speed this up too, and then we'll come back and have a look, and I'll talk about what I actually did. Cool. Okay, so this is where I'm at now. It will change because, as you'll see over here, there's these two big pieces. They're just too big together. And then there's way too many littler pieces. So I'm just going to break up those two, organize them a bit more so that they're a bit more balanced and have still color right across, because this is looking quite dark compared to this. So yeah, we're going to break that up, but here we are so far. Well, the sweater's back on. So it must be time to do the reveal. So we're going to start with this shelf here. Maybe we'll start with the top shelf. We're going to start with this top shelf. And you remember me saying there was a big black column right here, which is true, there is. So what I did with that was pull in kind of darker colors. We've got darker color over here on this side. We have some darker color in here. Even on the different shelves, a little bit of dark, a little bit of dark. The books give that darkness that you need sometimes. And then over here, we've also got that same thing going on. There's darker colors, and darker colors, or a little heavier. Anyways, yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking for, to kind of spread it around so that, again, your eye's not going directly to the column. Now we'll start over on this shelf. And again, I left most of the books here. I used some for levels. That's what you want. You want the heights, different heights, make things move up. I used absolutely everything they had. I just actually added the bunny. I did not add any framed works because I thought trying to blur those out in the video would be such a pain. So frames aren't in here, and in truth, not everybody has framed photos. So this is a good example of not having framed photos. So if we look at over here, we have two little sets that I put together to make it a little more not heavy, but a little more there. So yes, we've got that, and we've added the height with the books again. Of course, a little truck. We've got that color, that darker color coming in, so it's pulling from the side. Here we've got another little collection, and I took this plate. It used to be on the top. So it used to be on the top, but I took it. Used to be on the top, but I took it down because I was finding with the books that it was on, it was just too dark, and I was having troubles with it. So I found a different place for it, which you can do, everybody. You can mix things up. Again, with the height, there was actually a little hook back there, so I ended up putting this interesting piece of art that I don't really know. But yeah, it's interesting, and you want interesting things. And then we have the books that I've just cozied in a little two little pieces. I don't know when we decided that all the books should be straight, so I just kind of made them little cozy nooks to sit there. So yeah, so that's kind of this both sides. We've got height and height. We're just kind of bringing it in, so it's a little bit of interest going on, and then the darker colors as well. So yeah. And this shelf, we have this little collection, kind of more of a vintage collection that I've just kind of pulled it over. So yeah, you can do that. And we've got that dog, and then you can do little strange little things like plop these little guys there. We brought it in the darker color with the books. They were this way with the plate on it. It was too heavy. We just did a little flip. Remove the plate as I said earlier, and just put this sweet little penguin there. Very sweet. This shelf is pretty much kids and grandkids stuff. Either they've made it or their like wedding invitations is there, and then we have their collection. Many happy hours were spent reading this. And then we have the little puffin. Yeah, the little puffin. And again, we have the albums because again, there's a table here. It's not on a path of travel. It's the perfect place to put them. And yeah, so that's how we ended up with these shelves. I love quirky things. I love turning things not necessarily straight on, angle them a little bit, just little bits of interest. And yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody, on this episode of Not My Place. Hopefully this has helped you with your shelf journey. Remember, you can't really be wrong, right? And if you feel like it's not working for you, just change it. Totally okay. Pilfer things from other rooms in your house. You don't need to go buy new stuff. But if you have any questions, let me know. Let me know if you would do it differently. I like to hear other people's opinions on shelving. I think that's kind of fun. So yes, now I'm going to go turn on the fireplace and sit my butt on the couch. So I will see you next time.